Okay, Mr. Amit, how do you assess the development of the tourism industry in Indonesia, especially the hospitality business after the COVID-19 pandemic?
So there has been good recovery, but recovery is not universal. Certain parts of the markets have done better than the others. For example, in Bali, you had the best July, August in many, many years. And then in other places of Jakarta, Yogyakarta, Bandung, we've seen a slight recovery, but not fully as before the pre-pandemic. And within these markets of Jakarta, Yogyakarta, Bandung, which are the core Java markets, we see that the higher end of the market has recovered better. The lower end of the market, which we operate in the sub 3-star segment, still it's work in progress. But long term, I think it's all good.
So you see the market in Indonesia now is better than last year or maybe from before pandemic?
Yeah, so last year was better than this year, marginally, in the core Java markets. But Bali this year is much better than last year. So all markets are behaving slightly differently. So we have to look at every micro market in a different way.
Okay, does RedDoorz see signs of decline in people purchasing power in the middle of the year, such as during the school holidays?
So this current school holidays, we did not see a decline in purchasing power. And if there is a decline, you'll get to know in the next 2 or 3 months. Because what had happened was, this school holidays, people had well planned and had booked their holidays more in advance than they did last year. So we did not see a decline, but we did not see a big improvement over last year also. Almost you can say that it was at a flat level.
Okay, has RedDoorz seen a shift in customer accommodation preference during the current economic times? How do you see it?
Yeah, no, most definitely. I think people are looking for more affordable, more tech-oriented accommodation. I think people are more interested in getting into their rooms very quickly. They're not so interested in paying a lot of money for lots and lots of frills, bells and whistles. I think they're saying, okay, give me a good clean room, good price, let me in my room quickly. And technology will continue to play a big role in the way customers are demanding for better hotel accommodation.
So everything is about the service.
Service and technology. The definition of service has changed. Earlier, service was like 5 people to meet, greet, walk up to the room. Now it is come to the hotel, a good booking experience, check into the property, the least possible hassle, and check out and leave a good review. So it's a younger generation, right? They have less time for people and they have more time for technology. So there's focus on efficiency.
Okay. So how RedDoorz business so far in Indonesia comparing to other countries like Philippines and Thailand? Which city in Indonesia has property with the highest number of properties?
Yeah, so of course, it goes without saying, Jakarta continues to be...
So Jakarta is better than Bali?
For RedDoorz, yes. So you have to understand one thing, RedDoorz business is built on the domestic consumer. That means the use case for RedDoorz is families, holidays, work, and it's more last minute and more the local use case. Bali is a different kettle of fish, right? Bali is more foreigners coming in. It gets affected by the global events more than the domestic events. So for us, definitely the Jakarta, Bandung, Yogyakarta areas are like much more important than Bali. Though we do acknowledge that you have to have a successful Bali business if you want to continue with a good Indonesia story.
So how many properties have you collaborated with in Jakarta or maybe in Bali? In Jakarta first.
Yes, so basically all of Indonesia is about 3,500 properties who use the RedDoorz system or the RedDoorz brand in some way or the others. And in totality, we have about 4,000 properties. So majority of the business continues to be Indonesia. Majority of our focus, investment, and people continue to be in Indonesia. Bali for us is a growing market. It's a growing market. We have about 200 properties of different kinds. So the RedDoorz brands basically are the RedDoorz, Sands, Urban View. But in Bali, we also have villa brand called Lawana, which is a reason because there are so many villas there, people are willing to spend more money. So we have the brand called the Lawana there.
Okay, so what kind of support does the regulator need to provide the tourism industry, especially in hospitality industry for now?
Yeah, I think the basically, if the economy continues to do well, hospitality industry will continue to do well. That is the best way a regulator can support, is to make sure that the macro conditions are well, but also like city planning and places like traffic congestion in Bali, etc., are also addressed, so that the overall experience is very, very good. I think the tourism industry is a good testament to how well an economy is doing. We've been in Indonesia from 2015, so pretty much 9 years. We survived the pandemic, and we've seen the way the Indonesian customers have become more affluent, love to travel, and love to have holidays as part of their lifestyle. So if the regulators just do a good job on the economy, tourism will take care of itself.
Okay. In your opinion, are there any challenges such as high plane tickets prices for people's travel? How do you see it?
So I think this has been discussed by the concerned authorities a few times. I think people are looking for rationalizing of prices of air tickets. What we see that a lot of people in our segment travel by road, including by Wush to Bandung. So it has affected us less, but most definitely, like we've heard of still cases people going to Medan via Singapore because the prices are cheaper. I think that will all rationalize over a period of time.
Okay, Mr.